Well, this is Ford Cam 1, and I made a video probably a while back, and this is something I have to say that it's kind of the same thing, but I don't want to be talking about the same this, that, and it's just you guys are probably want to know about buying a high mileage vehicle, so this is part two of it, and even low mileage too, and the fact that here's something I'm really gonna tell you guys. And if you guys look at the way these vehicles have been maintained and stuff, and some people don't do the maintenance on the radiators and stuff, and some people they manage to blow the radiator, and it's like it causes the engine to overheat and stuff at times. And then when you get high mileage or probably the age or anything, it's really hard to say because alternators at times they get old. You know what? Replace it, but then it's like your rear differentials. If you guys don't service them and they get high miles on them, I understand you can rebuild them, but I just pretty much would say go ahead and replace it because when they get high miles on your radiator, you need to replace that thing anyway because for one, you don't want to take a chance on that thing taking the dump and going out and overheating, and you don't know how long it's going to last or anything. But then it's like some people they've had to replace transmissions and stuff, and you know here's the bad thing about automatic transmissions. People sometimes really don't pay attention to when they're supposed to be served, and then it's like when they don't service them, the lack of power is the big thing. MPGs can really suck from there, and it's like that your rear differentials, the power of your vehicle, like frame, transmission, rear end, that's like your chassis and stuff. It's like drivetrain, but the transmission and rear ends, it's like you guys gotta look at this. It's like those things are really important, and mainly your drive shaft too. But then it's like your engine's gotta work harder and a lot of power too. I just kind of say your engine wears out faster on a gas engine, but it's like you're wanting to buy a gas engine. Do not go with so much horsepower because, for one, the engine block can only handle so much, and then when you do that, man, it's not breathing right or anything. I want to increase horsepower. Make sure that thing is breathing right because you don't want to blow ahead and all this. And then it's like you see a lot of these guys with diesels and all that stuff, and they have like a lot of horsepower and stuff. But then it's like, okay, you're wanting to tow a gooseneck, and somebody said to me, okay, I was wanting 600 horsepower, and they said that if you're gonna have 600 horsepower, you need to be towing a cattle trailer because them cattle trailers are hard to pull, and you need a bit of power to pull them things. But if I was gonna have a gas car or anything, I probably would not go with no more than probably 350 horsepower. My reason why I would say that because I don't want to be dealing with the engine block be wearing out kind of fast. On a diesel, I'd probably stay about 450 because with so much power, I don't look at my engine block wearing out and had to replace like I don't know what else it could be like pistons and all that. Then like your camshaft and I just tell you guys the truth about it. I'm not a mechanic. I've done my homework on this, and a lot of this other stuff I've seen other people do when they're going off road or anything. They manage to they get their stuff tore up and all, snap axles and stuff. But the other thing I'm going to tell you guys is that when you guys are probably like wanting to upgrade rear ends and gear ratios, it's like I watch Yale Banks and he really does talk about interesting stuff, and It's like Banks is one of the best products out there, and I really would recommend them to you guys. Canon, on the other hand, they're not really good because it's like the carb thing is one thing you really gotta look at. It's like the Napa series air filters. It's like they're really clean though, but if I was gonna go with an air filter, I probably may go with the STP or the Napa series because my reason why I would say that I like the white filters because that way I can tell if the air filter has been dirty and stuff, and mainly it's just that is something there, and they're really important. And really, you want to look at replacing your fuel filter because when they get a certain amount of miles on them, they may not process fuel right because of that, and also idle weird. But sometimes you guys may not know this, but the reason why I don't mess with newer cars, and you guys are probably asking why I don't mess with them, because they're too expensive, and mainly the junk in them, and all this computer hardware and all this stuff, and it's like mainly they're just too complicated. So that's about it. You guys like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new, because I'm probably gonna have some more stuff like this, but somehow I may show stuff underneath the hood so way you guys can see it. But this is a good and bad review. I'm trying to be honest with you guys. This is the truth, and it's not a joke.